Hi there. So, there's a number of things that affect my sleep, both positively and negatively. For example, having a blanket, right? It is a positive. Because if you get too cold, of course, you're not going to sleep very well. But having too thick of a blanket would affects me personally negatively because if the blanket's too thick, I'm going to get too hot and I'm also not going to sleep very well. Now, a big thing that I would have never thought is a pillow. Now, see, I'm using a blanket right now as a pillow because, believe it or not, whenever I was moving into my dorm, I forgot a pillow. So, of course, that is a big factor that most people don't think about, but having a pillow makes a huge difference in how you sleep and how you wake up. I mean, some of the pain and whatnot you feel when you wake up can simply be caused by not having a pillow. Now, I mean, the mattress, it's a pretty big deal. A lot of people think about that, and of course, it affects it positively, negatively, and every person's different. For me, I want it to be a little bit firm. I don't like sinking in too much, but I don't want it to be hard as a rock either. But every person's different in that regard. Now, another big one that has a huge effect is the thermostat. Now, if you can see that, we have ours set at 70 as the high and 65 is the low. Now, right now, it's staying at about 70 in here, and 70 works pretty well. However, last night, I got cold. So I pulled out another blanket and slept with two blankets, right? Because sometimes that's what you have to do when you're sharing a room with a roommate. So that's a pretty big deal. So like I said, the mattress itself, but I have a pretty small mattress. Pretty big difference, right? Having that smaller mattress, I can't move around as much, and I'm used to moving around more, so I'm having to adjust to it. So right now, it's negatively impacting me, but I just need time before it starts not hurting me anymore. So how should I improve my sleep health, right? I already talked about the pillow. I need a pillow. That would greatly improve my sleep. And then also, like I already said, pulling out the other blanket. I wasn't sleeping well, pulling out another blanket, and I slept better. Some nights, though, if I get hot, I may have to take the blanket off. So, those are easy solutions at times. Sometimes I'll get too hot at night, and yeah, I'll have to turn on a fan. However, I don't have a fan in this dorm, so what can I do? A wet rag works for me. I can put a wet rag on my forehead, helps cool me off a little bit, helps me sleep better. Some people like listening to music and whatnot. Personally, that doesn't work for me. May work for you, but not for me. Especially when you have a roommate. That's a hard solution. So personally, I think you have to stay away from some of that stuff unless the both of you can agree to it. A lot of people like watching TV before they go to bed. Again, I think that's a big no-no, right? The more you watch TV, that kind of stuff, it's going to keep you up longer, right? Go to sleep. The biggest thing that helps me in terms of health and sleep health is going to bed at the same time or close to the same time every single day and getting up at the same time every single day. Now, as a college student, that could be a pain in the butt because, crap, I got a test tomorrow, I got to study for it, but I also got to get good sleep, so what should I do, right? If I study too long, I'm going to fall asleep during the test. If I don't study long enough, I'm not going to pass the test. So that's where maintaining that sleep schedule and then throughout your day, making sure you're getting your stuff done, right? One of the most important things to sleep health is what you do during the day, right? It's not procrastinating, right? Procrastination, you always talk about is bad for your schoolwork and that kind of stuff, but it's really, really bad for your sleep health. And so the number one way to be healthy while you're asleep is not to procrastinate. So quick recap, I need a pillow. I need to not procrastinate as much. And I need to be willing to try new things whenever I have to, if I'm too hot, too cold, especially in sharing a room with a roommate. So my name's Thomas Riley, and thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Thank you.